Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Looking forward to a nice week ahead. Our theme today is stillness. So let's work through that, finding stillness in our mind, but stillness in the poses, stillness in our body. And let's see how we go with that today. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So, let us begin by lying down. Make yourself comfortable on your mat. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your life. Letting go of your responsibilities, to-do lists, any labels you or others put on you. Let them all go. And just be in the present. And start to bring stillness to your body, stillness to your feet and your legs, stillness to your glutes and pelvis, to your torso, shoulders, head, arms, hands. And let your attention go to the back of your eyelids, noticing the screen that's presented to you here. Any colors, shapes, movement. And then raising your hands up, cover your eyes with your hands. Bringing stillness to any movement. And then let the hands come down by your side again. Again, bringing stillness to the body and becoming aware of the movement of your breath. Feeling it start with cool air coming across your upper lip. Feeling that breath move all the way down to your belly. Pause here. And then as you exhale through your nose, feeling that warm air cross your upper lip. And continuing with the belly breath, let's take 3 more breaths here. Bringing a stillness to your mind by keeping it focused on your breath for 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, raise the arms up over your head to the floor behind you. And then exhale them down by your side. And let's repeat that, moving with the flow of your breath. And 2 more times. And then bending your knees, rolling over onto your left side. And just lining up those legs so the thighs are parallel with the short side of the mat. And the shins parallel with the long side. The right palm on top of the left. And let's draw this right arm all the way over to the right. And exhale it back. And again, synchronizing it with your breath. Inhale, bringing it across. Exhale, drawing it back. 3 more times. And when you're ready, taking that to the other side. Lining up the body first, finding a stillness, and then bringing the movement in with your breath. So 5 times. Over and back. And then rolling on over onto your back once more. And lifting the feet up off the mat, let's just begin to cycle those legs, just getting moving, warming up. And keeping it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging the knees into the chest. Take a little movement here. And then once again, raising the legs up, and let's this time crisscross them. And if you want, you can crisscross them, moving them up and down. You'll see that brings your core into it as well. As you just let them rise and fall with the crisscross. And again, let's keep this going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And once again, hugging those knees into the chest and massage out the back. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your side and coming up into tabletop. So, hips over knees, feet straight out behind you where you can't see them, and your shoulders over your wrists, opening those hands out nice and wide. And let's raise that right leg up, bending, keeping the knee bent. Raise it up as high as it can go. Let the gaze lift with it. And then draw it in to your nose. And again, lifting it up, drawing it in. Let's synchronize it with the breath. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, bring it in. Raising it up. Drawing it in 3 more times. And then bringing it out to the side. Show you what I mean, like this. And then let's circle it. Big circles. First in one direction. And then let's take it in the opposite direction. Good, coming to stillness, still with this right leg raised. With your right hand, reach behind. If you can hold the foot, do. Let the hips line up with each other. So, let me turn this way on the mat so you can see what I'm doing. So, right leg up, right hand on right leg if you can, and then just open the body out. Let's find stillness here. One more breath. And bringing it down, let's take that to the other side. So right leg up again this time, taking the left hand to hold on to the right leg. And lift it up and feel that stretch of the quad. Finding stillness. And one more breath. Drawing it down, step that right foot up so that it's at a right angle. Keeping the left hand on the ground, just raise the right hand up. And again, find your pose, find your stillness, and let's breathe. And bringing the hand down and the leg down, let's take that to the other side. So, raise the left leg up, synchronizing it with the breath. We're going to draw it in to the nose. And 3 more times. And then raising it out to the side, let's draw those big circles with the hip, with the knee. First going in one direction, and then taking that in the opposite direction. And coming to stillness, keeping that left leg raised, Holding on to it with the left hand, the foot with the left hand, turning sideways, open up the body, find stillness and breathe. And then bringing the left hand down, leveling out the body, and bringing that right hand behind. Let's stretch the quad and find that stillness. And releasing the foot, step the left foot forward, having that right angle at the knee, right hand down, draw the left hand up, lining up the arms so they're in a T, and again find your stillness and go to your breath. And coming back onto tabletop. From here, let's push back into a child's pose. Take a breath here. And moving it forward to a half plank, so your knees are still on the mat, just up on your hands, and then lowering the chest down and then the belly, and lift into a back bend, pushing on up to your half plank and back to your child's pose. So let's flow through that, taking a breath here in child's pose. Bringing it into your half plank. Lowering down onto the mat. Lifting into a back bend. Pushing up to your half plank. And back to child's pose. So finding stillness at each point of the flow. Let's try once again. Taking it up to half plank. Lowering down. Lifting up to your back bend. And pushing back to your half plank. And from here, let's make our way up to stand at the top of the mat. So standing up here with your feet hip width apart, equal weight on both feet, and that weight evenly distributed across the feet, across the ball and the heel. And let's take a sun salute on each side. Remember, we'll get ourselves into the pose within the sun salute where appropriate, and pause. So draw the arms up, raise the gaze, find your stillness, take a breath. Sweeping forward into a forward fold, bend your knees as much as you need to. Find yourself in the pose. Come to stillness and breathe. Coming to halfway, lengthen the spine. Again, find stillness. And through to your forward fold again. Let's step the right leg back for your low lunge. Again, rising up. And then going to the breath. Taking it through to your plank. Let's take 3 breaths in plank. Keeping that little micro bend in the elbow. Coming down on your knees and feet, chest and belly, and lifting into your back bend. Once in your back bend, pause and take a breath. And then let's push on up through your tabletop into your downward dog, pedaling your way in, finding your best dog. And when you're ready to come to your point of stillness here, having the gaze looking towards the belly button, the shoulders drawn back away from the ears. Let's take 3 breaths. Stretching that right leg out behind you. Let's step it through for your low lunge. And step it up to forward fold. And all the way up to stand, raising those hands over the head, palms together, raise the gaze. Swinging through to your forward fold. And halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's step the left leg back. Low lunge. Then through to your plank. Two more breaths here. Coming down, knees and feet, chest and belly, and lifting into your back bend for a breath. Pushing on up to your downward dog. Two more breaths here. Stretching that left leg out behind you. Step it through for your low lunge. And up to your forward fold. Coming all the way up to stand. Bring the hands into prayer. Take a breath. And from here, coming to the long side of the mat, let's turn the feet out, sinking down into a squat. Find your point of stillness again. 2 more breaths here. Sorry for laughing, but Alan is making silly faces behind the camera to make me laugh. Turn the palms up as you raise the arms, little bend in the elbows. One more breath here. And let's now hinge at the hips. Let the right hand come over towards the right foot. Raise the left hand up, feeling a good stretch here in that left glute. Keeping both knees bent. Find your stillness. Go to your breath. And taking that over to the other side. And coming back to center, rising up with your hands having the fingers touching. Let's slowly draw the arms up over the head, out and down, keeping the squat position. Let's go again. Drawing the arms up over the head, out and down. One more time. And down, and coming to straighten the legs. Bringing the arms out into a T. Taking 3 breaths here. And once again, coming down into your squat. This time hinging at the hips. Let's bring the hands down, come up onto your toes. Holding it here. And then raise the torso up, staying on the toes if you can. Draw the arms up. One more breath here. And lifting up, bring the arms out into a T, taking 2 breaths. And then making your way up to the top of the mat. So as we stand here, having the feet hip width apart, let's raise the arms up, clasping the fingers. We're going to take a bend to the right. Find the bend, take a breath. Back to the center. Let's take a bend to the left. Back to the center. Bringing in a back bend. Coming back to the center. Stepping across to come to the long side of the mat in your star pose. Take a breath. Swivel on that right foot, turning the left foot in. Reach forward and down to a triangle. So whatever position of triangle works for you. You can be up high, you can have the knee bent if you prefer. Find your pose, take a breath. Drawing this left hand down, just swivel on the back foot. So it's now facing to the front as we fold over this front leg. And then bending the front knee, let the back knee come down, opening out the foot, rise up to a low lunge. And bringing the hands down, draw the right leg back, step the left leg up, low lunge. Framing the foot, stepping the back leg up, let it come all the way down onto the mat as you fold forward over this left leg. Step that right foot across so you're lining up your heels. Left hand comes inside that left leg for your triangle. Lifting up to your star, turning both feet to the back. Now you're facing the opposite direction. Take a breath. And step it to the back of your mat. Good, let's do that again. So palms together, raise the gaze. Looking to the front, let's take a bend to the left. Back to the center. And a bend to the right. Back to the center. Drawing in a back bend, let the arms move back and the head raise. And back to the center. Stepping the right leg across for your star pose. Swiveling on this left foot. Coming into your triangle. And drawing the right hand down, swiveling on that back foot, or step it across slightly, forward fold over this left leg. Bending the right knee as we come to our low lunge. And then changing feet. So the right foot comes up, the left leg goes back. Low lunge. And again, framing the foot as we come up into our stretch over this front leg. stepping that left foot across to line up your heels, right hand coming inside that right leg, and draw up the left arm. Rising up to your star. And stepping it up to the top of your mat again. Bringing the palms together. Raise the gaze, take a breath. Head back to the center, taking a bend to the right. Back to the center. And a bend to the left. Feeling that stretch on the right side of the body. Back to the center. Stepping the left leg out to come into your star. And if you're ahead of me, you will have done your little back bend standing up there, but I forgot about that one. Let's take a breath here. A swivel on this right foot, bending the knee, keeping it straight, turn that left foot inwards as we reach forward to a triangle. And then moving it into that forward fold over that front leg, stepping the left foot across slightly, let it face to the front as you fold over the leg. And then bending that right knee so it's over the ankle to come into your low lunge. Hands down as we change legs here, back to your tabletop and lift the left leg up. Low lunge. Rising up to your forward fold over this left leg. And then stepping the right foot across to line up the heels, left hand inside the left leg, triangle. Lifting up to your star, let both feet face the opposite side of the mat. Soften the shoulders. Swivel on the right foot. Reach forward, turn that left foot in slightly and rotate down to your triangle. And taking it into your fold over this right leg. And through to your low lunge. Coming into tabletop, stepping that left foot up, low lunge. And from here up to that forward fold over the left leg. And then into your triangle, lining up those heels, left hand to the inside of the left leg. Back up to your star. And stepping it up to the back of the mat. Raising the arms last time. Palms together, raise the gaze. Head to the center, take a bend to the left. back to the center. And a bend to the right. Back to the center. And taking in your back bend. Center once more. Stepping that right leg across for your star. And swiveling on that right foot as we come down to triangle. Bringing it into that forward fold, stepping the left foot across slightly. And bending the right knee to come into your low lunge. Changing it through tabletop to the other leg. And then stepping up to your forward fold over that left leg. And bringing the left hand in, raising that right hand for your triangle. And then stepping it up to your star. And through to the top of the mat, bringing the hands into prayer. Equal weight on both feet, lengthen through the spine. Close the eyes, take a breath. And from here, hinging at the hips into a forward fold. And let's make our way down to sit on the mat, on the long side, opening those legs out nice and wide, toes pointing upwards, sitting up tall, taking 2 breaths here. And then hinging at the hips, let's fold forward. Come to your point of stillness. Find that stillness. And then go to your breath for 3 breaths. Then let's walk the hands over to the left leg. Taking the hands either side of the left leg if you can, and folding forward here for 3. And then drawing up to the center, let's take that over to the other side. So you're folding over the right leg. And back up to center. Let's swing around to the long side of the mat. And coming to lower the back down, bending those knees. Let's lift up into a bridge. Again, taking 3 breaths here. Finding a stillness in your bridge. And lowering down for a breath. Once again, lifting into your bridge. This time, stepping the right foot on top of the left thigh. And again, let's hold this for 3. And taking that to the other side, let the right foot come down and left foot up. And bringing the left foot down, lowering down, let's just roll over onto the belly. Let the arms come out long, forehead come down for a full body stretch. And drawing the arms down by your side. Let's lift up the forehead and the chest and the legs, finding stillness. Try to get the knees up off the mat if you can. One more breath. And lowering down. Draw the arms up over the head once again. And now let's raise the right leg and the left arm. Take a breath. Lowering it down. Raising up the left leg, right arm and the forehead. Though keep the gaze on the mat. Take a breath. Lowering it down. Again, switching sides. Take a breath. Lower down. Switching sides. Once more on each side. And then lift the right leg up and bend it. So the thigh is on the mat and the knee is bent. And then just raise your left leg up onto your right foot. Let's take 3 breaths here if you can. And letting it come down. And let's take it to the other side. So bending that left knee, raise the right leg up. And then take 3 breaths with the right leg being held by the left foot. And releasing it down. From here, pushing back into a child's pose. Let the spine just round out after the back bend. One more breath here. And then making your way down to lie on your mat for your final rest. So find a nice position on the mat. And if you want to hug the knees into the chest and just massage out the spine, do. And then when you're ready, let the legs come out long and the palms face upwards. Finding that stillness again. As you just release the body. Letting go of your toes and the soles of your feet. Letting go of the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles. Letting go of your shins and your calves. Your knees, front and back. Your thighs, front and back. Letting go of your glutes and your pelvis. Letting go of the small of your back, the length of your spine, and your shoulder blades. Letting go the whole front of your body, chest and shoulders. Your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs of your hands, palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, the crown of your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips, and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And pausing here to reflect on gratitude. Gratitude to yourself, your body, your breath. Gratitude for all the special things in your life. And gratitude for all that is working well today. And let your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. With each breath, just connecting deeper with your inner self. Sowing by Claire. Sowing seeds of kindness, kindness breaking down barriers, barriers disappearing into streams, streams flowing into laughter. Sowing seeds of laughter, laughter erasing all sadness, sadness dissolving into ripples, ripples widening into smiles. Sowing seeds of smiles, smiles lifting all heaviness, heaviness turning into happiness, happiness bringing more joy. Sowing seeds of joy, joy nullifying all defeat, defeat turning into victory, victory demanding more sowing.